Ladies and gentlemen, if you're over 60, I want you to hear me very carefully. Something is already moving, not in the news, not on television, but deep around you. And before the end of October, 4 hidden things will unfold. 4 things that have already been set in motion quietly, invisibly, reshaping the lives of millions of seniors across this nation. Most people won't see them because they're looking with their eyes instead of their spirit. But I promise you, if you stay with me through this entire message, you'll begin to see what's really happening. And more importantly, how to prepare and protect yourself before it's too late. Don't skip anything I'm about to say. Every word connects to the next. Miss one part, and you'll miss the truth hidden behind all of this. Now, before I share these 4 things, I want you to understand why I'm doing this. I don't usually talk like this. I don't talk about hidden things, but lately, I've been sensing something. A shift that's not technological, not economic, but spiritual. And most seniors are walking right through it, unaware. And I care too much to stay silent, because what's happening right now isn't random. It's orchestrated. Silently, systematically. And if you're not spiritually awake, you'll get caught up in it without even realizing it. So today, I'm sharing 4 hidden things already happening around us this October. And I'll warn you right now, the 4th one is the most delicate, the most dangerous, and the most important of all. If you miss it, you've missed everything. But you'll need to listen carefully. Don't skip anything I say. And before we go any further, I want to ask you something important. Where are you listening from right now? Drop the name of your city in the comments below. I want to see seniors from across this country and across the world speaking up, because this message matters to every one of us. And if you agree that people deserve to know the truth, hit the like button right now. That one action helps more people hear what I'm about to reveal. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss any valuable information I share. And please, if what I say resonates, leave a comment below. Tell me, do you feel something shifting around you lately? Share your comment. Yes, it's happening. If you do, or not yet. But I'm listening if you're still trying to see it, because this is for you. Alright, let's begin. The first hidden thing is the silent trade of time for distraction. This is already happening. The first hidden thing taking hold this October is what I call the silent trade. Millions of seniors are trading something sacred, their time for something hollow. Distraction. The more hours you give to distraction, the less your spirit notices what's happening beneath the noise. That's how this begins. Quietly. See, every unseen shift begins with a change in your attention. If the unseen can take your attention, it can take your awareness. And if it takes your awareness, it can shape your future without your permission. I've seen this play out again and again. Brilliant, wise people reaching their later years, slowly becoming disconnected, not because of age, but because the world trained them to stop noticing. This month, that pull is stronger than ever. And it's not just technology. It's a spiritual fog designed to keep your eyes closed to what's really happening around you. I want you to pause right here and ask yourself, how much of my time is truly mine? Be honest. How many hours are spent scrolling, comparing, worrying, consuming, but not reflecting, observing, praying, or being still? Because when you stop being still, you stop seeing. This is how the unseen gains ground. Not with noise, but with silence. You're silent. It distracts you so deeply that you stop hearing the whisper of wisdom, trying to warn you. And I'll tell you the truth, wisdom always whispers before it shouts. That's why I always recommend something I call the 31-day daily high-impact planner to give you back your time. It's a daily reflection tool one page a day, to anchor you back into awareness, to help you re-own your mornings, your purpose, and your peace. Because whoever controls your attention controls your life. And right now, time is running short. The first hidden thing, the silent trade, has already started its work. Most people are too busy looking at the glow of their screens to notice the glow fading inside of them. But not you. You're still here. You're listening. That means something inside of you still remembers, still knows. If you've ever felt like your days blur together lately, if you've noticed how conversations feel emptier, or how fear spreads faster than truth, that's not an accident. It's all part of this first shift, keeping you too distracted to sense what's changing. But awareness is power, and by seeing it, you've already stepped outside the fog. Now stay with me, because what comes next builds on this. You'll begin to understand how this distraction is tied to something much deeper, something that's not just around you, but within you. And before the end of this message, I'll reveal the fourth hidden thing, the one that ties everything together, the one no one else is willing to talk about. So, don't go anywhere, and don't skip a word, because if you miss the next thing I'm about to say, the pieces won't fit together. You know what's even more dangerous than distraction? It's comfort. Comfort looks harmless, but it's the second hidden thing, silently altering lives everywhere. Comfort doesn't shout, it whispers. It says you've done enough, you've earned your rest. And without realizing it, we stop noticing the world changing around us. Most people don't even see it happening. Have you felt that pull lately? That quiet settling that makes the days blur together? If you felt that, drop a comment below. Write either "I've seen it" or "not anymore," because awareness begins with admitting it. I've watched brilliant people, inventors, artists, mentors, lose their spark not because they failed, but because comfort lulled them to sleep. And when awareness fades, time speeds up. That's why some of you feel like the last 5 years disappeared in an instant. It's not just age, it's the rhythm of comfort stealing motion from your life. You stop exploring, you stop questioning, you stop feeling the deeper pulse of existence. Here's what nobody tells you. Comfort is not peace, it's a disguise. It mimics safety, but secretly weakens your ability to see the unseen, the subtle signals life sends before big shifts arrive. Let me tell you a short story that might sound familiar. A man I'll call Robert spent his life building a small hardware business in Ohio. He loved the craft and the steady customers. By his 60s, he had a comfortable routine. Mornings at the shop, afternoons with the newspaper, evenings with his wife and television. One winter, a new technology quietly changed how people bought tools. Sales dipped slowly at first. Robert did not panic. He was comfortable. He told himself he deserved rest. He delayed learning the new system. Months later, the business struggled, not because the change was sudden, but because his comfort erased the urgency to adapt. He lost customers he could have kept simply by staying curious, by waking each morning with a question instead of a confirmation. Across the world, I hear similar stories. Seniors in many communities who woke up and found their roles and rhythms had shifted without their consent, because comfort had softened their edge. Look around the world right now. Entire communities are trapped in digital comfort, endless scrolling, repeating routines, waiting for someday. But someday never comes, because comfort cancels urgency. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you did something that made you uncomfortable for growth? Share it in the comments. Someone might need your courage to wake up again. Either I'm waking up, or I need the wake up. Comfort isn't just outside you, it's inside your patterns. It shows up when you say, "I'll start later." It shows up when you think, "I already know this." That's the moment awareness begins to fade quietly and invisibly. And here's the truth most never realize until it's too late. When comfort grows, vision shrinks. The less you challenge your mind, the less you notice the signals guiding you toward what's next. That's why so many people miss the quiet shifts, the unseen transitions happening within them long before the world changes around. And when attention sleeps, the unseen patterns within you and around you move with no resistance. Curiosity recedes. You stop feeling the subtle nudges that once guided your choices. Here's a truth most never realize until it's too late. When comfort grows, your ability to detect subtle change in your health, your relationships, your finances, even your sense of purpose, diminishes. The signals are there, but you are not tuned to hear them. That's the danger, not in loud catastrophe, but in slow, unnoticed drift. This is why I told you earlier about the 31-day daily high-impact planner. It's not just a planner, it's a mirror. Use it every morning to remind yourself you're still alive, still aware, and still able to shape what's coming. Just 5 minutes a day to write one clear intention can pull you out of comfort, hold and reconnect you to purpose. Because when awareness sleeps, opportunity passes right in front of you, unseen, and October will test that more than ever. So stay with me, keep listening to everything I say. The next hidden thing is connected to this, and what follows after that will reveal why the fourth truth is the most delicate and dangerous of all. You'll see why no one else has been willing to say it aloud. Tonight, take one action. Write down where comfort has stolen your edge. Then tomorrow morning, use your planner to do one small uncomfortable thing toward reclaiming it. If you do that, you'll be better prepared to recognize the deeper patterns I'm about to reveal. Patterns most people never see until it's too late. Time is running out to observe deeply within yourself, to prepare, and to protect what matters. This is not fear, it is an alert from someone who cares. I want you safe, awake and truly ready. If this resonates, don't forget to share your comment. I'm waking up, or I need the wake up. So, keep listening. I need you with me for everything I'm about to say next. The next hidden thing ties directly to this one, and what comes after that is the most delicate and dangerous of all. I cannot overstate this. Missing that final truth will leave you unprepared. That is why you must not skip a single moment. You know what's quietly disappearing, not through chaos or catastrophe, but through quiet repetition, meaning and purpose. It's the third hidden thing most people never see, fading until it's almost gone. After distraction steals your focus, and comfort dulls your awareness, the next thing that quietly slips away is your sense of why. It's happening everywhere, in homes, workplaces, families, entire communities. You can almost feel it in the air. People moving, talking, working, but not living. Have you noticed it too? That quiet emptiness behind some smiles lately? If you have, drop a comment below. Write either I felt it, or I'm fighting it, because acknowledging it is how you begin to take back your sense of meaning. See, when people lose meaning, they don't fall apart overnight. It's subtle. It starts with small compromises, telling yourself I'll do it later, or it doesn't matter anymore. And before long, the light that once burned inside begins to flicker. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met a retired engineer named Daniel. Brilliant man, built bridges, designed systems, mentored younger minds. But when he stopped working, his world got quiet. Too quiet. At first he loved it, the peace, the rest. But slowly, he stopped reading the books he used to love. He stopped fixing things around the house. The mornings began to blend together. One day he told me, I don't feel needed anymore. That's when it hit me. That's how purpose dies. Not with noise, but with silence. It doesn't scream when it leaves. It slips out the back door, while you're scrolling, resting, or just trying to feel okay. And here's the truth. When meaning leaves, awareness goes with it. People stop noticing their own power. They stop seeing how much influence they still carry. You might still be alive, but you stop feeling alive. This is the silent epidemic of our time, the quiet stripping away of purpose, and no one's talking about it. Not the media, not the voices you thought you could trust. They'll talk about staying active, staying healthy, but not staying awake inside. Because when you're disconnected from meaning, you become easier to guide, easier to distract, easier to control. And this is why I need you to listen carefully. If you feel like your days have started to repeat themselves, like the fire that once drove you has dimmed, that's not normal aging. That's a system of comfort and distraction, draining your inner fuel. Look around right now, not just at the world, but at yourself. When was the last time you woke up excited for something that had nothing to do with money, routine, or obligation? When was the last time you did something just because it mattered to your soul? Drop your answer in the comment, because someone else here needs to see that spark still exists, even if it's small. Here's what no one is telling you. Meaning
isn't something you find once. It's something you must renew daily. And that's why I told you earlier about the 31-day daily high-impact plan. It's not just about productivity. It's about presence. Every time you write down what matters to you, you reclaim a little piece of your awareness. That planner is a declaration, a way to remind yourself, I'm still here, I still matter. Because meaning doesn't disappear all at once. It erodes when you stop remembering what you stand for. Now, here's the most concerning part. The world is accelerating. Technology, culture, communication, all moving faster than human minds were ever built to process. So people are outsourcing their purpose, letting algorithms decide what to care about, what to fear, what to want. They no longer live from the inside out, but from the outside in. And when that happens, the soul grows quiet. People begin to confuse activity for purpose, noise for meaning, and comfort for peace. But peace without purpose is just surrender. That's what's happening silently, globally, deeply, and it's not random. It's a pattern designed to make you forget your own power, to create, to question, to believe. But here's the beautiful part. Awareness breaks the pattern. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You begin to wake up again sharper, stronger and more alive. You begin to remember that every single day still holds meaning, but only if you choose to see it. If you agree, write in the comments, I choose meaning, or I'm waking up, because this community isn't here to consume another message. It's here to ignite one. And listen, don't go anywhere, because what comes next is the most delicate and dangerous hidden thing of all. The one no one wants to talk about. The one I almost didn't share. But I have to, because what's coming in the next few weeks, especially this October, will test everything we've talked about. Distraction, comfort, and meaning itself. You'll understand why almost no one sees it coming, and why I had to tell you now before it's too late. So, keep listening. Stay until the end. And because the fourth hidden thing is the most critical, the one that ties everything together. And it's not just happening around you, it's happening within you, unseen and unspoken. But once you recognize it, you'll never see the world the same way again. And why this message found you right now. You see, after distraction steals your time, after comfort dulls your hunger, and after meaning begins to quietly slip away, there's something deeper that happens. Something unseen. It's the slow loss of connection to yourself, to others, and to the invisible thread that makes life feel alive. Most people don't notice when it starts. It begins with silence that feels safe, that slowly turns empty. You wake up one morning, and you realize the world feels colder, even though nothing's changed. The faces are the same, the routines are the same, but something inside of you isn't there anymore. And that right there is the fourth hidden thing, existential loneliness. It's the quietest of all, the most dangerous, because it doesn't come crashing like a storm. It comes whispering. When you lose your sense of inner connection, you start seeing life only through the eyes of the physical, and stop seeing through the eyes of the spirit. You stop noticing the invisible, the love, the intuition, the quiet signals that used to guide you. It's not that you don't care anymore, it's that you can't see anymore. And this is why so many people feel lost, even when they have everything they thought they wanted. They traded awareness for speed. They traded reflection, the noise, and without knowing, they traded the ability to see deeply for the illusion of being busy. That's what I've been warning you about. The world is accelerating, not just in technology, but in distraction. Every scroll, every click, every quick fix takes a tiny piece of your focus. And the scariest part, you don't feel the loss immediate. It happens quietly until one day you realize you can't remember the last time you sat in silence and actually felt alive. That's the fourth hidden thing, the erosion of spiritual sight. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about the deep inner awareness that helps you see beyond what your eyes can see. Without it, you lose your ability to discern what's real, what matters, and who you are becoming. And that's why I'm telling you this now, because these changes are not slowing down. They're accelerating every month, every week. The pace gets faster. The algorithms, the systems, the social pressure, they're all designed to keep your mind engaged, but your soul asleep. And no one's warning you about this. No one's telling you that what's unfolding isn't just digital. It's spiritual. That's why I had to tell you, because I care. Because I don't want to see you unprepared, unaware when the world speeds up even more, and you can't feel yourself anymore. So, I'm asking you, pause. Look around you, and more importantly, look within you. Can you still feel that quiet awareness inside you? That voice that used to whisper truth before noise took over? If you can still hear it, protect it. If you can't, it's time to find it again. That's where your real preparation begins. That's where protection starts. Not in fear, but in awareness. Start by observing deeply. Notice what's happening around you and inside you. Notice when you reach for your phone out of habit. Notice when you avoid silence. Those are the moments when the trade happens. And if you want to begin strengthening your awareness again, use that 31-day high-impact planner I told you about. It's not just about productivity. It's about reclaiming control of your time, your energy, your life. Use it as your map to slow down the noise and realign your focus with what truly matters. Because time is running out for many to wake up to this. The changes won't wait for anyone. And those who learn to see beyond the surface, those who can still feel deeply, they're the ones who will stand stronger. Now I want to hear from you honestly. Do you feel it too? Do you sense that quiet emptiness creeping into the spaces that used to feel alive? Drop your answer in the comment. Right, I can feel it. If you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or right, I'm waking up. If you've decided to start observing and protecting yourself, let's make this a space for awareness. Because when one person wakes up, it reminds others. They can too. Now you know the 4 hidden things. They've been unfolding quietly. Distraction, comfort, the loss of meaning, and now the erosion of inner sight. Together they're reshaping lives right now. But this doesn't have to be the end of your story. It can be your awakening. So stay alert. And stay connected. And don't miss what I'll share next. Because this isn't everything. There's still more you need to know. If this message resonated with you, like this video so more people can find it. Subscribe and turn on the bell. Because what I'm going to reveal next, no one else is talking about. And I don't want you to miss it. You found this message for a reason. Maybe it's because you were ready to see what's been hidden all along. Check my playlist for more videos and I'll see you in the next.